Good day to everyone out there in the YouTube verse. Welcome to the Michigan State PDGA Recap, sponsored by Wolfpack Discs and Mitten Bags. And here's your host, Brian Papa Wolf Frawley. What do we got first here, sir?
First, we have you, and you're a gem, and thanks for being awkward because without you, it's just not as much fun in the world. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Let's talk about some things that happened in the Great Disc State recently. So going back to the Flip City Open, we had 96 people on day one and 89 people on day two. Well done up there in Shelby, Michigan. Thanks, Mark Hamlin. Thanks to everyone that allowed people to go on the course right up there. Thanks, Bill McKenzie. You're the man. Zachary Hardman got a great win in MPO. It's always cool to see someone under that 975, 980 range win a big event like that. Shooting two over 1,000 rated rounds. Joe Durant comes in second with Sam Schmiegel. And then our friends Nick Gill and Austin Bates round out fourth place. And we can't forget to say hello to King of the North, Kyle Williams
Quick,
there.
quick question. Who is Zachary Hardum? He's 964 winning over all those great players.
Yeah,
Well done, Zach. Like that's
he's a shooter. He could play. He could beat me. That's true.
fair, but oh yeah, he can beat us both. But like he's got Nick Gill, Austin Bates, Kyle Williams, Sam, like all these guys that
Yeah, but you forget what
well
course
done.
that is. You forget what
Yeah,
course that is right there.
it's a different course. You're
Yep, I can old man the shit out of that course and beat a lot of players that are better
right.
than me. So that's all I
Fair
got to
enough.
say about that. Lindsey Moss gets a W in FPO. Tung Do takes out MA40 with Zachary Kochi and Jason McCary coming 2 and 3. In MA2, Andreas Gutierrez, Dylan Fortune, Austin Fuller, and Dallas Downing go 1-2-2-2 in that respective order. In FA2, Maddie Speaks takes it down. In MA4, Noah Schreiber, Logan Dykstra, and David Tabalis go 1-2-3. As far as the second day of that in the MP40 crowd, we got Zachary Vaughn taking it over, Josiah Grant and Jeff Keeley. In MP60, thanks for still playing, Stephen Hultquist and Chris Smith. In MA1, Trevor Belfour, very nice young man, takes down over Chad Coing and Cameron Owens. In MA50, Bill Filler takes it down over Miguel Martinez and Brian Ostrander. And in MA3, Noah Schreiber, Chase White, and Mitchell Clark go 1-2-3 in a 48-person MA3 division. Good job, MA3s. And Joyce Balzer takes MA or FA3. Thank you very much. Moving on, Richard, to MAO. Why don't you tell us
The
about our first A
Michigan,
tier we ever
the
played?
MAO tournament director Paul Grasso and Jeff Mollering as his S director. And we had a good turnout there. The prettiest man in disc golf, Matthew Murdoch,
Good looking dude.
taking down MA1 by a couple over Zach Petzel and Blake Valley. Nice work out there. We have, let's see, MA40. I think we could have probably taken this one down, Brian, you and I.
Well,
Brian Pat.
I think I could have beat -2, but that's just my 2 cents there.
Yeah, he shot 925-ish golf. Brian Patton. Nice work out there, Brian. In MA50, we got Jody Rawls beating William Gilbert by 5. MA60, Michael Michalak winning it by 6 over Matthew McCready. And FA60, Deborah Fisher taking it down. MA70, Michael Elmore. We got 29. MA2, let's see what we got here. Jesse Hoffman. I don't know how many rounds he has from last year, but he averaged 963. We got the
Yep.
same over, but yeah, it might be time for MA1, bud. Move on up. Ashton Young, time to probably move on up. Yeah, he's even rated higher. So, yeah. And then Brandon Blankenship taking down third place. Nice work, guys. In MA3, Ethan Krantz. Right, time to move on up.
Well,
Definitely.
Ethan Krantz was the highest rated player going into MA3, and he won, so
Yeah.
he did his
Yeah.
job. You know what I mean? He did his job.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Stefan Marion and Aaron Lindley tied with Travis Gentry and Alex Schneider also. And David Sepulvedo, friend of the
Sepulveda.
program. I think I said it right. Got sixth place. Nice work. And in MA4, Anthony Rice, congratulations. You are now an AM3. Ben Montgomery and Michael Sarter taking second and third down at the MAO. That was one of the first tournaments I ever won, by the way.
MAO, you won MAO?
I think so.
You won MAO?
Pretty sure.
We have the internet right here. Hold on. Richard Engelmann,
It might have been the, what's the other one?
42165. Oh wait, there you are. Oh wait, career wins.
There was one that started with a C, maybe.
That would be chain reaction, my young
I
friend.
think I won
Because
that one.
I have won that A tier. You have never won an A tier. You old salty bag, you. Anyways,
Damn it.
good job, Paul and the Flintown Flyers crew, keeping that going. Quit Invitational, Adam Hillsammer and Tilo were your TDs and Ass TDs. They had 56 players up in Ludington. Spencer Scar, Derek Wing, Mason Frosco, 123 in MPO. In MP40, Sancho Valdez, Mike Schiller, and Tony Ripoli go 123. Bud Parrish takes down MP50. Chris Smith, Michael Wildner, Stan Duggins go 122 in MP60. In MA1, Luke Conway takes down over Carlos Villanuevos and Kyle Enbody. In MA40, Tilo himself ties Tad Weaver, but he's got the
He's
one next to
40?
himself. Oh yeah, watch out. Because did you see who's third on the 40
Let's
list?
go.
It's
Mm-mm.
Nacho. So all of our friends are old like us now, and it's exciting.
And they're all way better
Tad
than
Weaver,
us.
shout out second place in there. Don't know if I said that, but there we go. In MA3, Brian Snow takes it down over Connor Willick, and there was a two-way tie for third between Joshua Greer and Jesse Roberts. Shannon Lockwood takes FA3. In MA4, Wyatt Neal takes it down over Asher Neal. I hope they're not related, and I hope they didn't fight later. Mike Refner and Raven Gross tie for third in an FA4. Joyce Balser takes it down. Richard, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Sleeping Bear Open?
Did they play in the dunes?
I'm not familiar.
All right. Well, we'll ask Greg Argyle, the tournament director, later. But in MP40, Jeff Schrapp won. In MA1, we got Noah Road taking it down by 7. What are those ratings at? Oh my. You got a 1040 first round. That's
And a 908 second round. Heck yeah.
yeah. That's why he's still an amateur. But yeah, that 1040, that's dirty. Nice work, Noah. In MA50, Aaron Kilmer taking it down by only 20 strokes.
Just a little bit.
Might be time to move up to MA40, Aaron.
Time might be time to get younger, bud.
And MA60, Mike Petrie taking it down by 13. MA2. Oh, I see a playoff. We
We
got
play off.
Kyle Gauthier versus Nick Popgetter. And you know what? Kyle came up on that first hole in the playoff and he knocked down like a 50-foot putt to win it. Nice work, Kyle. In MA3.
Love how you just make stuff up.
Oh, yeah, you got to tell the story, right?
Oh, yeah,
Jaden Clark winning it by 3 over an unranked player, Nathan Jeschke. Congratulations, you're in MA2 now. And Andrew Wright, also great tournament there. In FA3, Laura Meyer taking it down by 1. Must have been, yeah, good
Tight
close
game,
one.
tight game.
23 players in MA4. Mike Zocola taking it with Patrick Sullivan down 7 before, but also you guys may be in AM3 now. Congratulations, especially you, Mike. You're in AM3. What do we got next?
First of all,
Oh,
Mike was rated 843 and averaged just under 900, so he might not. Yeah, it's gonna be close, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
it should be at least. Should be.
Well, we had the clash at Cass for Kyle Cesar was your TD. 56 players came in that. Corey Seelig takes down MPO by a mere 14 strokes. In MP40, Steve Mills takes it down. In MA1, Clark Hutchinson takes it down over Steve Franzi Zaborski and Brandon Mobatter. In MA2, Andrew Herron gets himself a little win. The man who wears orange but sometimes is blue Drew. Gets himself a nice little win there. Brandon Sweeney in second. Tim Martin and Justin Wallaker tie for third in MA2. In MA3, Jacob Hernker takes it down over Matthew Smith and Atticus Gandely and Brett Schwartz, who go 1, 2, 3, 3. And in MA4, Evan Buse takes it down over Eric Bogle and Andrew Trombley. And in FA4, Emily Martin gets herself a nice win. Moving
Look
on
at
to the what?
Evans ratings in MA4 are wild.
Well, he won't be there for
954,
long.
917. Nope.
Yep.
Congratulations. Moving on.
Congratulations. Moving on up. You've
The
got the
provisional.
provisional financial. It's 2 days, so good luck. Don't mess up.
Well, the first day we had the pros, MA2, MA4, and the females. Thank you for Nathan East for running this tournament here. And we had 12 open players, and Jared Carr took it down by 2 over Gavin King and Grant Freudenstein. Couple good rounds by Jared there. Jessica Oleski taking down the women's side in MA2, 16 players. Nicholas Dolnicek got 11 down over Wade Bonacci and Nolan Cafferly. I don't know why I get all the bad names every week.
They're not bad,
And then
Richard. They're just
MA4, they're
difficult. They're not
hard.
bad. They're not bad.
They're
They're just
hard
not
on
what
us.
you're used to, honey.
They're hard on us, baby. Like Tyler Gagne. Yeah. Tyler Gagne. Nice
Gagne,
work,
Lucas
Tyler.
Zarnitsky, and Jeff Gorka. It's not hard. Joshua Lee and Brandon Harfelt. You literally just have to read a screen, Richard.
Well, congratulations, all three of you. You are now in MA3.
What happened on the other day?
It's just true. And the next one. Ooh, did I lose it?
You probably
You
closed
might
it.
help me here. Yeah,
All right,
maybe.
on the second day, MP40, Steve Mills takes it down over Damon Pugh and Sancho Valdez. In MA1, Aiden McSweeney takes it down over Noah Heaton and Luke Butkus, not spelled the same way. MA3, Jake Merkel takes it down over John Speed. John, you don't have a rating because you don't have enough rounds yet, but you're going to really enjoy MA2 when you start. Zachary Bergstorm and Christian Podnick also took second place there. And up next, we have the Cap City Challenge. Brandon Fox was your TD. It's always nice to get out to Lansing. Derek Wing takes it down over Chad Delude and Andrew Savage. MA1, Noah Wygrim takes it down over Jameson Russ and Curtis LaFond slash JP Wellman, who went 1, 2, 3, 3 there. In MA2, Elijah Kretzky takes it down over Jody Rawls and Kyle Foster, who went 1, 2, 2. Zvai Kraski, Darius Long, and Jack Mull went 1, 2, 2 in MA3. And in MA4, Dakota Eddington, Jay Whiten, and Matthias Spencer go 1, 2, 3 for your Cap City Challenge.
Next up, the Wildy Whitehall Open. Tournament director Christian Waldorf. Sam Schmegel taking down another win this year in MPO over Frank Smith and Benjamin Van Sumeren. And Josh Van Sumeren and Josh Weisenauer are doing well too there. In fourth place in MA1, Sam Odell winning by 14 strokes only. Hell of a couple rounds, I'm guessing. FA1, Amy Church in MA40. Another time we get to see Tung Do. It's winning by 1 stroke over Farrell Meyer and Jason Church. In MA50, Mark Monte winning by a good 17 strokes. Zach Wigan taking MA2 down by 12 strokes. There's a lot of big stretches on these wins here. Alicia Cochran winning FA2. MA3, we got Alex Borgman taking it on by 6. Like, these are a lot of big gaps between all these winners in this tournament. Ty Weiss, Andrew Novak, And Steven Wilson getting third also. And
Uh,
in MA4, Jeremy Anderson beating William Warr by 8 strokes. So congratulations, Jeremy. You are an AM3 at least now. Nice work.
yeah, a lot of I talked to a lot of people that played that event. They said the ratings were a little bit lower than they expected. Real interesting though, in MA3 from first place to 34th position, a solid 44 strokes separate them. That's a good.
Jesus.
That's a,
Two rounds?
2 rounds. Hell of a spread. Hell of a
Man,
spread.
wow.
We had a flex at the Reigns. Chris DeRozier was your TD. There were 69 players. In MPO, Blake Weber takes it down over Chad Delude and Oscar Gutierrez and Joshua Machino, who go 1-3-3. The captain takes it down on FPO over Jacqueline Delude, Nikki Taylor, and Rachel Dupuis. In MA1, Kyle Newman takes it down over a tied Andrew Jackson and Mason Frost. In MA2, Devin Bleicher takes it down over Eric Miller and Chris DeRozier. In MA3, Steven Groman takes it down over a tying Seth Trombley and Aaron Heidenberg. And in MA4, Rob Weber takes it down over Isaiah Castaneda and Devin Milam. And in FA4, Anita Weber takes it down. So congrats to them.
I'd like to also say congratulations to Blake Weber. The interwebs told me that he is engaged now to his now fiance. So congratulations, Blake. If you need an officiant, I know two of them. I have more, but Brian's probably better.
Yeah, if you need an
Either
officiant,
way,
Wolfpack Disc does do a combo deal where we'll go every other line to embarrass you throughout your wedding if you'd like. Maybe don't select that one, but we do give you a discount for the best wedding planner in Michigan. So if you need one,
you
we know who to talk to.
you led me. I led you to the horse to the water. Like
All right,
also Pineapple Punch events. They do the best weddings in the whole state of Michigan, maybe the world. Up
maybe,
next, like maybe Power
maybe.
Disc Golf Academy Championship Series qualifier Meyer Broadway Park. That's so hard to say for me.
Yeah, they got to come up with a better way to sell their product because it's just awkward.
I don't want to say like 20 syllables to name a tournament. Can we? All right, I won't go on the Power Disc Golf Academy qualifiers like I did last time. But anyway, congrats, Frank Smith, taking down first place over Kevin Fodry and Nick Howard. We got the MP40 Jonathan Benson winning by 9 strokes. MP60 Russell Phillips in MA1, 14 players. We have Jacob Mulink over Sam McLaughlin, and Benjamin Goodrow
And
and
JP
JP
Wellman
Wellman
and
and
Brandon.
Brandon Wagner
There you go,
all
buddy.
getting third place. Nice work. FA1, Ember Simonis in MA40. We got Tad Weaver beating Brandon Showfire by 8 strokes in MA50. Dustin Morton winning by 3 over Jason Wright. MA2, Andres Gutierrez winning by 3 over Wyatt Cup and Sean Eskis, tying for second place at -4. And MA4, Mac Hochstetter. Hochstetter. Either way, they won by 8. So congratulations, you're in M3 now,
And also
Matt.
in MA3, since Richard just skipped that, Neil Kohlberg, Joshua De La Torre, and Wyatt Henley went 1-2-3 in a 14-person division. Thanks, Richard, for playing along. It's always nice to have you here. The
Spelling too
Kingsley
quick.
Open, presented by Play It Again Sports in Traverse City. Greg Argyle once again having over 100 people at one of his events. Nick Robertson takes down first with Sam Perry and Levi Hicks in second and third. Josiah Grant takes MP40 down with Steve Mills and Josh Romine in there as well. MA1, Aaron Witter, Hunter Brower, and Jake Ogna. In MA50, Robert Hipp, Aaron Kilmer, and Bill Filler, not Brad Filler, got tricked up there. MA60, Keith Heiselman and Mitchell Rosenberg and Cal Benk go MA60 1-2-3. Noah Schreiber takes Jaden Clark and Kyle Gunther 1-2-3 in MA2. That was a 24-person division. In FA2, Heather Garcia takes it down over Barbara Lang and Paulina Sutton. Paulina Sutton won free entry into a future event at our last event, but we'll talk about that soon. 36 in MA3, that's Eric Freeman taking it down over Jonah Hatch and Hunter Mazowatsky. That was a solid 36-person division. And in FA3, Samantha Campbell takes down over Shannon Lockwood and Samantha Gunther. MA4, Evan Haskins takes down over Tyler Turkskull. Not sure on that one. And Cody Savert. And in FA4, Shanina Stevens takes it down. We've got four-ish to go. Stay with us, folks. You're doing great.
All right, I got this South Kent County Open presented by Discraft. And this was at Byron Center, Michigan by Shay Abji.
Hey, Rich, way to say his name right. What course is in Byron Center, Michigan?
That's a good question.
You held a state championship there for 3 years in a row, Richard. What course did you hold it at?
Well, let me tell you, Josh Taylor took it down here with 7 under there. And well done, Josh. His son Luke had a good showing this past weekend, and we'll be talking about that probably on the other show we do. He was over Sam Vandergraaf. Nice turnout there. Lucas Muller taking down MA1 by 1 stroke over Gavin Vandergraaf and Judah Aarons. Luke Conway taking down 4th place. That was a big AM1 division there. And AM3, Tody Fenko.
What did you just say?
Teddy Fenko.
There we go.
Tody.
There we go.
Anyway, he beat Mitchell Clark and Jesse Snyder and Brandon Martz. Man, think about those 2 putts those guys all missed. Anyway, and that's it for that one.
Yeah, that's at Brewer Park, by the way, Richard. Brewer Park is where this event was held. I'm sure you figured
Oh, I
that
know.
out.
Well,
Talk to us about MPO.
That's because Sam Schmiegel took it down with a 21 under, beating a hell of a MPO field with 26 players. Nick Robertson, 19 down. Nick Gill, 19 down. Ben Mass, 16 down. Not as good as Sam, though. Nice work, Sam, on the weekend. A lot of good shooters out there. It's just, that's tough. 26 Michigan pros, and you beat them all. Nice work. And the FPO division, CC Volbrecht takes it down with 1 under par. MA40, another tongue doe sighting. And this guy might want to go pro. He's 5 down, though, beating Mike Savoy by 1 stroke and Phil Mulder by 3. In MA60, Scott Atkins. Oh, we got a playoff with Craig. Scott and Craig had a playoff, and Wayne was just watching. That
Wayne
must have been a fun.
Wayne was
Wayne
just
was
popping fireballs, laughing at him, like, way to miss this
he's
putt.
already, yeah, Wayne's already got a beer just watching. I'm a casual now. I'm not playing anymore. Love it. But nice work, Scott. And nice work, Craig, also. Wayne, pretty decent, probably, too. Gavin Connors in MA2, winning by 6. Might be time to move up. Nathan Rika and Ben Rosenthal taking down second and third. In FA2, Sabrina McPherson winning by 1 over Raina McCarthy.
Are you
That
just
muffin she
distracted?
gave us.
Can you put it together? Angela
No, that
Nichols
muff.
took third in MA4. Colin Megan takes first. Calvin Morris takes second, and Trevor Lake also takes second. And Jill Self finished it off in FA4. That's how you finish it, Richard. Good job. Lower Peninsula Open was an A tier in Southeast Michigan and prevented other events from happening, and 51 people played that event. That's a big discussion in the disc golf world. Am only A tiers. Do they need a circle? Do they need a protective circle? Richard, what's your thoughts as I scroll down?
They should not be regulating like how far of a circle are going around these tournaments anymore. If you want to run an 8 tier and you want to do the added cash, you want to do all the bonus things to make it a big tournament, that's great. But if I want to run a C tier in Detroit, I can't run a tournament because this happened. And there was what, 50?
51.
51. Yeah. 51 players prevented any tournament sanctioned within 60 miles of that course.
Hey, just so
Tell me how
we're clear,
that's
did you just say 60 miles?
60?
You
Or is
said
it
60?
90? Yeah.
Well, Richard would love to learn the rules and get back to you at the next episode, but Michael Yon takes first, Brian Olivero takes second, Maxie and Rad Sawyer take third, Nathan Simmons, Andrew Flattery and Jack Flynn in MA2, and MA3, Landon Krieger, Ben Yoder, and Andrew Rosalino go 1, 2, 3, and MA4, Guy DeFrance, Luke Cantrell, and Russell Francis, and Jacob, or Jakub, depending on where he's from, Seaback go 1, 2, 3, 3. Richard would love to come back to you
Cuba.
with some more notable uh, knowledge of the rules and how close you can have an event. But before then, he's going to talk to you about the Disc Fam Open.
This Fam Open, they had 105 players out there.
Hell
And
yeah, they did.
MA1, that's impressive. Dustin Daprich winning by 2 over Jeremy Carl and Jordan Carl, assuming they're related.
Probably.
And did they? Yeah, I think so. Melissa Tremblay, friend of the pack, winning in a playoff, I assume, over Abby Medler.
You can't
And
assume because they're still showing 1-1-1. Also, like a little note, it's
ooh,
still showing live scoring stats, which means that this event has not been finalized in the computer.
Lucas Cantrell, go send that information into the PDGA,
Pay your
man. We gotta
bill. Pay
confirm
your
it. Yeah,
bill.
confirm it. But good question. I'll have to message her or something. Aaron Anderson, 3 under, beating Clayton Upper and Adam Robichaud in MA40. All right. And then Jennifer Sylvester winning FA40, MA50. Charles Coates winning by 16, MA2. Darian Ott, maybe another playoff with Caleb
Hey, it
Steiner.
was a one round event. I bet you it was a flex start. They don't have to have a winner in a flex start.
Mm, that makes more sense.
But hold on, we're into MA2, and so far our total numbers have been 2, 2, 2, 10, 3, 4, and there's 105 players. So where are they all hiding? Let's scroll down and find more. There's
50.
23 in MA3. So there's got to
I
be
think
what, 50 in MA4?
it was 50 in M4.
50.
All right.
Okay, there we go. We
In,
found them.
in MA3, Matthew Mueller beating Kyle Beadle by 1. And third place, James Garvey and Christopher Lemon getting third. We got FA3, Ariel Doviak, also a friend of the pack, beating out Brenia Hardy and Brittany Geetson.
I would have said Getson.
And yeah, I don't know. They give 2 people with speech impediments all these names. It's tough.
Do you remember your speech teacher's name? I don't.
No, but my mom mostly. Daphne. And then MA4, only 50 players.
Only
Three of them
50.
tying. Tying at even. And they're all moving up to M2. No, M3 probably. Joseph Mervich, Matthew Rohrer, and Andrew Pillen.
All right,
Y'all
Richard,
tied.
congrats
Nice work.
to making it through the Disc Fam Open. We have 3 minutes now to talk about our favorite event of the year. During Mother's Day weekend, on that Saturday Mother's Day weekend, we hosted the Michigan Women's Series #2 Rise of the She-Wolf, presented by Mitten Bags, in which I pretended to be a TD, Richard pretended to be a TD, and we had obviously my wife as the actual TD, and
He's
then Nicole Toll
in
as the
charge.
assistant maternal director. So 56 wonderful players went out to the private course at Lincoln Lake Baptist Camp. It was awesome. There's a lot of information about the event, but Richard, what's something you took away from the event?
Uh, just the overall positivity amongst all the players, all the women that came out. And you put on a great tournament. I didn't have really much to do with it other than just being there and being a pretty face. But like all the women come out and they're just appreciative of having a great tournament that they can all play and all compete, and getting 56 women at a Baptist camp northeast of Grand Rapids and getting them all out there in that way was awesome. My favorite thing was sitting in those hammocks down. Yeah, I was just sitting in the hammocks watching the 2 holes. This hole 1 and what, 16?
17.
Fair. And just watching the groups cross and just the positivity, and like, even if it wasn't the best shot in the world there, I was like, great shot, great shot. And like everybody was just I don't know. We
Yeah.
we thrive off positivity, you and I, and our
Yes.
company, and everything we do is we want that. So again, leave the butt hurt at home. If you're coming to a
Mm,
Wolfpack event, we're gonna have
mm.
all the positivity we can and possibly do. And so we
Yep.
appreciated all the women that came out, and thank you very much for. It was a great weekend. We loved it.
It it was a great weekend, and thanks to all the women that plan the Michigan Women's Series and all the players and caddies and support people that make this event possible. Alicia Schaefer takes down FPO.
Captain,
Nice job, Kat. Megan Dofel takes second. Audrey Wicklanger takes third. Emily Walker shoots an amazing first round and holds on for
so
the
hot.
win in FA1 over Grace Dykma and Jessica Schultz. In FA40, Jackie Weaver comes up all the way from Columbus, Ohio, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
up to play the event. Katie Wells and Jess Westman take 1, 2, 3 there. In FA50, Shelly Carden and Jennifer Lambert go into a playoff, and Shelly takes it down. It was just cute. They didn't want to stop playing. They played how many extra holes? Like six, Richard? Five?
Yeah, six or seven.
Yep,
I was
yep.
there with them the whole way. It was great. It was funny. They just kept like one person would have a great shot, and the other one would like scramble and par it, and they just couldn't make the putt for the birdie. So it's like every hole is like, all right. They're scrambling. They're doing it.
Isabella Heberski takes down FA2 over Paulina Sutton and Myra Hernandez. In FA3, Melissa Tolby takes it down over Allison Habenstricker and Katie Angelos. In FA4, Cassandra Jansma takes it down over Laura Dunkelberger and Patty Picard. And in FJ15, Madeline Fuse takes it down. Richard, we got less than 30 seconds. Tell the people to have a nice day.
Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and we're just happy to share this wonderful disc golf world with y'all.
Hit like, hit subscribe, share, tell your mom to like us. It's okay.